From our perspective, looks at the lives and behaviors of millennials, Generation Z, and the changes that are happening in our 21st century and the innovators that are making it happen. We will explore trends, technology, music, fashion, social media, business, science, the arts, faith, and lifestyle. So come join us on Comcast, Verizon, and online.
I'm Jayera and I'm living water.
Hi, I'm Kionas and I'm encompassing the plant life.
Hi, I'm Sharia Moore and I am embodying air. I chose to embody the element of air to represent freedom. The freedom to be yourself, whoever that is, in the most authentic way. Because I was bullied at a young age, it kind of made me struggle a little bit with being myself freely. So for me, modeling is sort of a way to be my most confident self and maybe encourage other people to just accept yourself as you are and be whoever you want to be as freely and as authentically as you can.
When I think of water, I think of the love of God, because His love is like a well that never runs dry, a cup that is always running over and always so full. And when I think of the things that He has instilled in my life, the passions of singing and the talents of creativity and arts, I would like to pursue those things so that I can be able to glorify Him.
So when I think of plant life, I think of everything that it encompasses on the earth that we live and the people that live on this earth. It has to do with character. So the plant life has its different varieties versus the colors, the different forms that it takes, what it's used for, and different medicines and things of that nature. And when it comes to my recent major in my degree, I studied biology and I studied business administration. So with those two majors, it helped me develop my creativity, my character, and my life. So it helped me really expand on the arts, and that is why I love photography so much and my passion for photography, because it helps expand my creativity, expand my authenticity, and really network with other people and collab with other people on different parts of different aspects and characteristics, different personalities coming together and working together, because I think that's very important. You need to like be able to work with other people and really grasp that creativity side. So as for me, I really love the creativity of the arts. It really helped me get my genuine creativity side of my life. And as far as like the artistry, I really love being a role model for others, young people. You know, we need to be that voice and show within our creative lifestyle. And so that's the main reason I wanted to do it. It really helps me develop my character and just build on my personal life. So in college, I majored in construction management as well as this young lady here. We both graduated together actually, and I always had a passion for construction because I always had a desire to see how things were built from the ground up, and just going into that field as a woman is very empowering. But for right now, I'm still in the process of job searching because I just recently graduated. So right now, I'm in the process of finding me and finding the things that I love and the things that I like to pursue as far as modeling, as far as arts and my creative side of singing and stuff. So just expressing those things helps me to find my purpose in life. So different from these two lovely young ladies, I went to school for biology and also business administration. And as far as the modeling goes, they all go hand in hand. It's really what you want to do in life and how you put your passion and your purpose within those aspects of different careers. So with biology, you know, it's the study of life, and then business administration, you're studying how to run a business. Photography is also a business. You're learning how to really engage in yourself and bring out your full authentic self. And same with my biology major. I work in a lab, and in that aspect, I study different ways of how to make makeup and skincare products better. So with the modeling, it goes with being a role model and showing how you can be creative, but also have that grind and that career aspect in your life.
I majored in construction management, and I'm working for a construction management company. Yet I still love to do photography on the side and modeling, because they both, in a way, show my creative talent.
Atlanta, the capital of Georgia, a population of 500,000, serves as an economic center for over 6 million people of diverse nationalities. For the past 15 years, Atlanta saw a 61% increase in college-educated millennials. Here is one of their stories.
My name is Vesta. I'm the owner of Babe Collections, which is a women's wear clothing line. Babe Collections was created by me, and this is my vision. This is my dream. This is my baby. My passion for fashion led me to design school, fashion design school at Barber College in Atlanta, Georgia. And I did pretty well there. I feel like my designs and my work stood out, and I love designing and learning how to, the technical side of it, and how to sew and how to make patterns, and just the competitiveness of the different little competitions that we had. And I just love, this exposed me to so much of the technicalities of fashion, what it really takes, the work that it takes to create the designs that I come up with. And I will say that when I left Barber College, I didn't really have when life hits you, it's almost like you lose the courage, you lose the confidence to fulfill or to go after your dreams, because you're not sure of how to complete your dream, how to make your dream a reality. It almost seems like it's so far-fetched. And that's how me having my clothing line felt. And I let it go. I let that dream go because I didn't have the confidence to fulfill my dream. And I feel like that's just within my purpose, and that was destined for me to follow that path because of where I am today. And I say that because when I left Barber College, I didn't go into designing. I didn't start my own clothing line. It was not what I, pictured in my head. And I just dropped the ball. And I later, because I still was continuing working in my sister's salon since the age of 16 all the way to my early 20s. And I noticed I was pretty good at doing hair as well, on top of my creativity as being a designer and my desire to be a model. And it was just like another talent that I had. And I love how everything that I've been through has tied into itself. Me wanting to be a model when I was younger, but never being picked for all the competitions that I've been to, for all the different openings or open calls. I was never picked. I was never even selected for like the 10th person, not even, in any kind of way, out of all different stuff. I've even traveled to different places within the country to audition for things, and I was never selected. And to be at this point in life where I have finally found the confidence 9 years later, after starting this journey, 9 years later, after stopping, I was able to have the confidence because I realized that there's never going to be the perfect timing. There's never going to be the right time. I realized I had to make the time. I had to make it the right time. I had to make myself just step out on faith. I just had to step out on faith. And I feel like what makes a leader is a person that, with fear in front of them, fearlessly steps out on faith. With a lack of confidence, is able to push yourself and be confident within yourself and find some kind of confidence within yourself to say, hey, why not you? If anybody else can do it, then why not you? And this is something that I'm not asking for somebody else to give to me. This is not something that I am sitting around waiting, auditioning for somebody to do for me. This is me doing for myself. This is me saying that, Desta, you're good enough. Desta, you're the bomb. Desta, you need to get on this. Desta, you need to do this now. You need to stop waiting for the right time. There's never going to be a right time. Make the time now. And ever since I've stepped out on faith, I feel like I'm building this confidence within myself where I am becoming, I can't explain it. I just feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm within my purpose. I feel like everything came like everything is falling into place. I started off wanting to be a supermodel, but now I model for my clothing line. I'm the face of my clothing line. I started doing hair. All the visual imaging, anything that has to do with anything within my business, I'm the hairstylist. This is my hair. This is my product. This is my talent. So not only am I the face of my brand, but I'm doing the work behind my brand, not only creating clothing. This is a custom piece for my clothing line, this top, and designed from scratch. So I'm creating my own patterns. I'm creating and also buying clothing as well and selling. I'm buying clothing and selling. I'm creating my own patterns and making and sewing my own clothing with my mother. Thank you, Mother, for helping me out with my clothing line. And I'm modeling for my clothing line. And I'm doing the hair and makeup and styling for my clothing line. Everything came to full circle, and I feel like everything that I've been through in life was purposed, and everything happened for its own divine reason. And I have so much confidence just from that fact. Just from that fact of knowing that things might not look exactly how I want it to look, but I'm going to always press forward because I don't know what's on the other side of the fear that I have. I don't know what's on the other side of what if, and I'm courageous enough to step out. I'm courageous enough to just do it. And I'm glad that I'm in this position. I'm glad that I have my clothing line to present you. And I started my clothing line in June. And the way I'm doing my clothing line is collections. So every time I come out with a collection, which will be a set of clothing that you guys will love, and I just feel like everything will stand out. Everything, it will be none of the stretchy looking outfits that you see everybody, the cheap stretchy looking outfits. No, it will be none of that. It will be all unique pieces, all pieces that you won't see in another boutique or clothing line unless if they taking my stuff. And this will be unique. This will be just stamped by Vesta. It'll just have my stamp on it. And I'm proud of myself for everything that I'm doing. I'm proud of myself for taking a chance on myself. And I feel like this was the best decision of my life.
That's what it's about. Like, I tell my husband, it's like, after serving for 20 plus years in the submarine, I'm like, at this point you should just do what you want to do. I'm like, hi, I'm Tanisha Dotstreet. I am the owner and candle captain here at Fairwinds Candle Company. What I've done What I've done is taken my years of Navy service and my husband who just retired for the Navy and used that time to inspire candle sets. What I've done is taken places that we've been stationed or general Navy memories, and I've designed scents around those things. All my candles are handmade in Baltimore, Maryland with candle waxes and natural ingredients to be able to share your naval experience with family and friends wherever they may be. Ledge Light and Thankful. These are my new fall scents. This is, was always thankful for pumpkin pie, whether I was on the ship or coming home for the holidays. So that's what this guy smells like. New London is inspired by New London County, Connecticut, which is a submarine base my husband was stationed at several times. They're the home of the nation's oldest cider press that's steam powered. So this smells like apple cider. It's really great scent. This one is Ledge Light. There is a lighthouse that's in the harbor when a boat or a submarine is coming in from the Atlantic Ocean into Groton, Connecticut. Ledge Light is the marker they use, and my husband always says that whenever he saw that, he knew he was on his way home, so he really liked to see that one. Oh, so honor, courage, commitment, these all go together. Honor, courage, and commitment are the naval core values. So it's instilled in us at boot camp, like we had to always know honor, courage, and commitment. Those are our core values. And they really didn't mean much in boot camps. So it's like, oh, this is another thing we have to memorize. But like once we got on the ship and actually doing your job, it actually meant something to me. So it's something that even though I'm not in the military anymore, I still hold those values as part of myself.
My name is Kenneth Urasic. I'm a Navy veteran back in the Vietnam era. I was a medical corpsman, and what attracted me to stop here today was the theme and the veteran-owned candle business and scent business. And I have a beautiful 12-year-old granddaughter who's been making candles.
Yay!
So I'm going to try to hopefully enhance her business with some ideas I just picked up today from Tanisha, and hearing her story of her Navy career was very impressive.
Yeah. I like to keep my most popular scents near me. Fair winds and following seas were designed to go together. What that means is you can have them in adjoining rooms or even in the same room, and the two smells would smell really good together and not really interfere with one another. One of my all-time top sellers is Topside, which is right here, which was inspired by going on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier I was stationed on, the USS Enterprise, and just getting a whiff of the fresh air as the carrier went through the ocean wherever we were. So it's a really good fresh air scent. Stainless steel base, which people are always like, how do you capture stainless steel? I did. I figured it out. But it's one of the top sellers I have.
Ashley Alexis McFarlane is the creative director and CEO of Omi Woods, a timeless blend of classic and contemporary jewelry. Ethnically handmade with an age-old and new-age techniques, they are intended to be worn and passed on to future generations so their stories and meaning can live on.
Hi, my name is Ashley Alexis McFarlane, and I am the founder and owner of a company called Omi Woods. Omi Woods is a jewelry line that focuses on Africana, indigenous, and cultural jewelry. I make pieces with precious metals, thinking about dabbling more in brasses as well. Traditional metals like brasses and bronze, sterling silver, solid gold, and really inspired by the adornment traditions of West Africa, East Africa, my homeland, the Caribbean, the cultural mixes of Toronto, just a bunch of different stuff. So my background's in clothing design, so I started off with African print clothing. Actually started off with African clothing and jewelry, and focused on the clothing aspect, and now I'm moving more and exploring the jewelry. The reason being, about 2 years ago, I wanted to look more into doing sustainable design. Clothing is one of the top polluters in terms of industries in the world, second only behind oil. So I wanted to have my brand and the work that I do really encapsulate a love for the earth and the environment, especially with climate change, especially with everything about sustainability. And doing research, figuring out different things that would make sense and that I would love, realized that I had a natural affinity for jewelry. Around that time, my grandmother passed away, and she passed away from complications due to sickle cell. And she was the oldest Canadian with sickle cell when she passed away. And so I just remember being all together with my aunts, and we were passing on her jewelry. And throughout that time and like months to come, I would be wearing pieces just to remember her. And I think this is just a common story with people throughout time even. So jewelry started to become more important to me, and I started to explore environmental and eco-friendly jewelry and different designs from like ancient, like Africa, and different spaces that incorporated Africana and different cultural elements into their jewelry practices, especially as something that's passed down through generations. And that's how I got more into doing what I'm doing. My family is Jamaican Maroon, so we have Ashanti descent, and there's like a huge lineage and culture around passing down gold that had significance, more than the gold material, and more about the actual significance and the symbols, and like sometimes animals like frogs or whatnot, and what they represented in Ashanti culture, and having that flow through generations. So that, I guess, is a little bit about my interest in jewelry and why I'm focusing on this now and my exploration. So yeah, stay tuned.
Millennial and Gen Z, a new generation willing to take on the challenges of social media, climate control, artificial intelligence, and the new workspace environment. They are intelligent, quick-witted, creative, and resourceful. They have the boldness to step out, to be heard, to have their voices count for something. It is important that each generation, old and young, listen. In listening, we will learn from each other. We will see the world from each other's perspective. In listening, truly listening, we can hear the Father's voice, the voice of wisdom, leading us, guiding us, supporting us to the way of truth. And if we choose to follow and be guided by God's wisdom, we can become the positive change the world needs.
Superheroes? Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.